Good morning, everybody. Right, what I'm going to be showing you now is, you remember the little moulds I did? I'll get it as clear as I can. Well, here's the little feet. Are they gorgeous? And this was the mould that I used. So I've just mixed another little batch up and popped it in there, which won't take long to set. And I've just cleaned all the edges off. I did paint them first to put a little bit of strength into them. Sorry. And I'm trying to hold this without breaking them. Look, I've only used ordinary plaster of Paris, and I just think if you can get them close up with, oh look, I mean, they've come out gorgeous. So all I need to do now is just to finish painting the edges of those, and all I've used is the Reeves acrylic gold at the moment. So I'm just gonna, I've painted the top, but I just want to do the bottom of them. Well, not the bottom, don't paint the bottom, that's what's going to be glued on. But it's just the sides, because what I've done is sanded it down and everything. And right now, just to finish them off, I can add some ink to these and distress them and whatever later on. But for now, I'm just going to leave them like that, and I think they're so cute. And oops, oh, it can stay that way to dry anyway. So this one, which was a cameo, what I've done with this one now, I've smoothed all the edges off and I flattened the bottom to make sure it was perfectly flat. And the way I've done that was, all I did, I used my pincers just to snip round the bottom, to take some sandpaper and just smooth it off around the edges. And I've done it, if you look, I'm not sure if you can see this, you see I've done it at an angle, and that's so it'll look more 3D on your project. So just smooth it off at an angle. And it's very, you don't have to press hard on it at all, because it's only plaster of Paris, so it comes off really easy. And you know what, I'm absolutely chuffed. I've made that, and when I finish painting it and colouring it, it's going to look fab, because I've done that. It's not a bought one. So I'm going to be more chuffed at that being on a project that I give to somebody, knowing that I made that myself and hand painted it. So I'm absolutely thrilled, I really am. And I'd love to receive something like that. Somebody's made me. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is, oh, and for the bottom, I put the sandpaper down on the deck, and then just laid it base down and rubbed, and it came off nice and smooth. So that's that. Now let me just see. Already this has dried. Oops, no, it's not. No, I've got a crack in that. Oh, look, I've taken the heel off, but never mind, I will fix that. Yeah, it's not quite dry, that, and I've gone silly all, because I've only just done this one, but never mind. Never mind, let's see if we can fix that. So I'll glue it, Yeah, I'll pop a bit of glue in that. But never mind, I'll have to make another one. I can just, it did set, I just broke it by, what's it in, but there's another set. They are really thin if you look, so they are delicate. But there you go. Oops, I'm going to try and put it on like that. I'll just glue it on. That'll be fine, that. There's another little set. You do have to make sure you've got rid of the air holes, which I haven't there. But practice makes perfect, but there you go. So, right, I've done another one of these. And what I did with my mould, last time I left some over, you know, so it had like a dome, because I thought we want to make sure it's going to work. But you don't have to, because if you just leave it so it's more or less the level with that, it can just come straight off. So I'm going to see if I can get this one out without breaking it. And what I found, if you push your finger underneath in the middle and then pull down with those two, look, they come more or less out straight away. And there you go. And all I have to do, let me find a piece of this, all I have to do is just round this off That's it. Round it off and it's done. So if there's any like that, and I've got another one. I mean, there was a bit of an air hole there, so that's one thing you must make sure is that you've got it all in the edges. But you won't see that when I've finished sanding it off. More or less rub that actually, because I've only just made these. Like that. And I'll shape it in. There we go. Yeah. Isn't that fab? I love him. I love him. Really do. So all I'm going to do is just shape this edge. It is a bit messy, but that's what crafting's all about, getting in a mess. Love it. Messier the better. Right. And lay my paper out. Take hold of my mould. Quick rub. Smooth it all out. Because I have only literally just made these, so they are a bit damp. But now that's ready, it'll dry, and once it's dry, I'll paint it. And I've got... I mean, the difference is, that was when I left it in a dome, sorry, that's when I left it in a dome, so it's quite thick compared to the one I've just done, which is thin. But you don't need, once it's hard and painted, then it can go straight on a project, and you don't need to waste any. So I've got 2 that I can now use. And I'm thrilled. A little bit sad about the feet, but it's only a little bit. So yeah, and all I did, I took my flower paint pot, I put a little, just on the end of one of these, a couple of scoops into there, added a touch of water at a time, got the consistency that I wanted, which is kind of like ice cream consistency, you know, when you've stirred ice cream before it melts, and then popped it into the mould. So yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. And it was just enough to do one of those and the feet, and I didn't waste any. So there you go, you don't need to make big batches unless you've got lots and lots of moulds. And then all you do with that is give it a wash. I wipe mine off, and it's always make sure that the inside is done. And if I can find where I have them, I'll use this one. I think just get a brush and look, take a brush and clean it out. And then what I'm going to do is pop mine into a plastic bag to protect it so it doesn't get muck and dirt in there. And that's it. That's one done. See, just make sure it's all clean. Because this has got quite, like I said to you the other day, it's got quite deep crevices. And it is only plaster of Paris, so it'll come straight off. Make sure it's out of all those holes, nooks and crannies. And then just give it a wipe. Then it's done. That's ready to go in a bag. And this one. So, but this is the latex that I want to get, which, I mean, here. These are the 2 moulds I've got at the moment. I've used an ordinary lid. There's my cameo. What is that? I think it's a cameo in the bottom of there. In there. I mean, I can tip it up, not like Ray when he ruined the other one. And I'm just basically waiting for it to dry, but I don't think it's dry enough. This is, I can put, but it's quite soft underneath. See, so it's not dried. So air drying it's going to take about 3 days, because I only did these yesterday. So we'll see. And then I do have another one here, which is another cameo. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a cameo in the bottom there. And obviously you can cut these bits away, but it's making the impression that I need, which is, this is what it's going to end up like. And then I can use that one over and over again. But that's a nice cameo, that, really nice. And once I've got the mould, I can use the cameo for something. But so I don't know where this you get this stuff from, but I'm going to look for it and come back to you on that. So, well, and you do need to make sure that you've got the air holes out, because I didn't. I had one air hole there, one there, and one there. So, but I poured that in rather than scoop it in. Next time I'll scoop it in and push it into the crevices. And these basically, they just break off here. It's really what you don't need, you don't, you know, just take it off, basically. I mean, with the shoe and with the little feet, I did, which are now dry, I did obviously use the little snippers. But aren't they gorgeous? Love them. Right, that's it for now. I can't help that being broken there, but it does look natural, really, because you don't always get petals with oh, and I'll just snip that off silly hole. But never mind, I'm not going to waste it, it'll go on a project. And I'm quite thrilled with that lot, quite thrilled. And this is my bucket of plaster of Paris, and it's plaster of Paris, and it's Creation Station, and it's just done by Art Straws Limited. Yeah, Art Straws Limited. So at least I'm not wasting it by mixing loads. You could just mix what you need. I won't use those little feet. I don't know. I will. I can't waste no me, can I? I'm a booker. But there you go. Oh, you know, my stomach is rumbling like mad. So, what time are we on? 11:59. Never mind. I think what I'm going to do, I might paint them. I might do the background gold while I'm here. I might as well use the time up. I'm going to do it all and then go over the flower itself. And it's just a matter of getting into the crevices, like you say. Sorry, I'm not seeing that. I will go over the flowers in a different colour, obviously. And there. Make sure you've got in all the lines, like I said. And that's basically what I've got up to now. I literally just made this up just before I started filming, so it shows you it doesn't take that long to dry. But it does need to be, you know, left to set for at least an hour. Once you've, you know, for it to, the dampness to go out of the plaster. So there you go. Absolutely thrilled with these. Right, that's it. Oops, dropping them. It won't last long with me. Just want to snip into there. I'll paint that in a minute. Right, the time's going to go. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping by. And I'll speak to you soon. Oh, and thanks to everybody who's made an order for the beads. I'm absolutely thrilled. They've sold. I can make more up if anybody wants them. So if you do want them, let me know. I can make plenty more up. Thanks for watching. Bye.